Let's do it.
Productions.
So I thought for my very first movie review, I'd review a movie I just cannot for the life of me stand. So I'm going to review the 2006 movie Poseidon. Now, in case you don't know, this movie is a remake of the 1972 disaster movie, The Poseidon Adventure, which, let me tell you, is a hell of a lot better. Honestly, what are you doing sitting here watching this? Go off and watch The Poseidon Adventure right now. Watch the remake and I'll cut you down and I'll cut your throat. I'm just kidding. Anyway, getting off to the basis of this movie. The plot is pretty simple, but it works, and the original did it pretty well. The remake, however, not too well. Basically, a massive cruise ship on the middle of the ocean is hit by a huge tidal wave that flips the ship completely upside down, and pretty much everybody's trapped inside the ship, and they need to... A band of survivors comes together, and they need to find a way to the top of the ship in order to get out. By the way, in case you didn't know, the top of the ship is actually the bottom. They have to find a way and get out through the solid hull, which is now floating on the top. Easier said than done. Wow, this review is becoming kind of a mess, isn't it? Oh well, it's my first review. Now let me just tell you this. The remake... Okay, sorry for acting melodramatic there. Basically, the remake just does not do this well at all. I mean, at all. It does such a horrible job of everything. You see, when it comes to disaster movies, there need to be three basic things. 1, have an interesting plot. 2, have interesting characters. And 3, the most important, have great visuals, but do not have them overlook the story. And of course, this movie just flat out fucking breaks every single one of those rules. The characters in this movie are so not interesting at all. In fact, pretty much around the time the movie capsizes, they need to all come together and, you know, make it to the top of the ship. Bottom. Sorry. Basically, around the time that happens... Oh god, I've instantly expressed my hatred for almost every single one of those characters. And it sucks too, because they have some very good actors playing them. I mean, we have Kurt Russell, Josh Lucas, Richard Dreyfuss, Emily Rossum, Mia Maestro, to name a bunch more, and Jimmy Bennett, the kid who played freaking Captain Kirk in the remake of Star Trek, which, by the way, was really good. None of those characters at all breathe any life into their character, and they're given so little time to introduce you to those characters and make you feel for them. 15 minutes into the movie, the ship capsizes and the plot has to go from there. And that's when the movie takes a huge capsize. No pun intended. And another thing about this movie that I actually liked. The visuals in this movie are simply amazing. I was sitting there in the theater like, of course I didn't have these stupid and pointless 3D glasses. Because they didn't have 3D back then. And, of course, as the movie progressed on, the visuals got even better, the plot became even lower, and the characters became slightly less interesting, and spoiler alert, 4 of the characters die. Yes, 4 of the main characters end up dying. I'm not going to say who, I want you to find that out for yourself. 4 of them die, and when they died I was like, cool. Is this movie over yet? No? Fuck. Yes, that's honestly how I was in the theater. So basically, to sum up my first review, the Poseidon is an absolute piece of shit in almost every way imaginable. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the plot's basically non-existent behind all the visual effects. I didn't? Okay then. What would I give this movie? I'd probably give it 2.0 out of 10. Yes, that's gonna be my rating, out of 10. 2.0, very shitty, could have been better, had the potential, but they should have had a better director. And they should have not had Wolfgang Peterson do this, because he's not that good of a director. Now, if Christopher Nolan did it... Oh, sorry, getting sidetracked here. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching my first review. I'm sorry if it sucked. It's my first time. I will get better. Peace out.